All right, so just another really quick video for the homies real quick, talking about deviated septums a little bit. Mine is pretty deviated. It's going that way. It's going all the way over there. And I recently scheduled a consultation with the deviated septum surgical doctor of sorts, and I'm glad I canceled that soon after having scheduled it, because I recently discovered that a very common cause of deviated septums has to do with the jaw and the bite and the teeth and the way they fit with one another, and that is the case with me. It's a very, very commonly overlooked cause, and it's very important for it to not be as overlooked, because if it is the jaw, if it is the bite, your deviated septum is going to come right back. It's going to go right back to where it has been. Because, so with me, I had an underbite growing up. I recently discovered how severe it was. I came across an old picture, a few old pictures of me smiling as a kid at that time. Not a whole lot of pictures of me smiling when I had that underbite. And I think a lot of it had to do with really reduced sleep quality when it started getting worse as I developed. And but deviated septum, so that's the point of the video. So with me, my bite, it goes that way. My jaw, when I bite down fully, it goes that way. It goes way the fuck up there. It goes back and up, which is terrible for the lower jaw to do. It's a terrible thing for it to do for many reasons. It fucks with your sleep. It causes all sorts of issues throughout the body if it's fucked up enough, like mine is. But yeah, the point of this video, deviated septum, it's a very commonly, deviated septums don't just deviate on their own unless you break your fucking nose, and then it just you never like set it back properly, which I don't think was ever the case with me. I never broke it to my memory. I hit my chin pretty hard on pavement as a kid, but it was my chin, not my fucking nose. So I was confused about that for a while. But yeah, it's the bite, it's the jaw, it's the fucked up bite and jaw that I have now, that I now have, because of a very severely camouflaged underbite, which is a terrible way to treat an underbite. It's a very commonly overlooked way in which many orthodontists tend to do it. They tend to just fucking, if you have a pretty bad one, and mine was pretty bad. It wasn't like way the fuck out there, but it was, my lower teeth went over my upper teeth, and now they don't do that anymore. And the reason is because they pushed it back, which is a terrible thing to do to someone's jaw. So fuck that guy. But that's the video. So if you have a deviated septum, it's really worth considering. It might be your bite. It might be your jaw. It might be the way in which your tongue rests on the roof of the mouth, or if it doesn't do that, and the way in which you swallow. Because with me, because of the fact that my bite is way over there, when my tongue is on the roof of my mouth and when I swallow saliva and food of sorts, it fucking presses all the way to the left. So I have like no tongue pressure to the right. And over time, that results in one side of your face, my left side, being far more developed, far more pretty than the right. Now my right is like really fucking, it's compressed. It's and it's relatively subtle, but not really. Like no one's gonna obsess over your facial structure as much as you will, of course, but yeah, like my left side is far more expanded, far more pretty. It just is. The eye shape, the everything. And then this side is like fucking collapsing. And hopefully I'm on the right track to actually solving that, my collapsing right side of my fucking face. Which is a hell of a thing for your face to do for years and years, fucking up your development. So I'm a little peeved. I'm a little ticked off when it comes to modern day orthodontics and the ways in which they're very commonly, kids, man. The future of in the future is going to shit, I think, for many reasons. Not just this, but one of them, underdeveloped jaws plays a very large role in sleep quality and all sorts of very important things that determine the functionality of people. Like being a human being, being a fucking really productive, constructive, pain-free human being, which is a good thing to be. It's an amazing thing to be. We tend to not have appreciation for that when we're not that, when we're not malfunctioning severely. But it is. It's a fantastic thing. But as far as deviated septums. You gotta, check your jaw, check your teeth positioning when you bite down fully, because that shit adds up in no time. I mean, I guarantee, there's no doubt in my mind that relapse would have occurred if I would have actually gone through with, a deviated septum surgery. There's no fucking doubt. Of course it would have. Because this, path of least resistance, it's just, my entire face is doing that. Like from here to here, it's going that way. So, changing the structure of your septum is going to be a very, very temporary fix. You got to change the positioning of your teeth, of your jaw. And that's what I'm going to work on. That's what I'm working on. I have an appointment scheduled with a airway-focused orthodontist that's been doing things for quite some time. Might be able to get some expansion. I'm concerned, though, about options because the MSE is one that I've been looking into. It tends to exacerbate facial asymmetry, so probably not a good option as far as the short term goes. I need to stabilize my bite first and foremost, I think, because I have an open bite on the left side and a closed down bite on the right. If I go fully into it, see that? Fully closed down and then, yeah, not good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure what the first steps should be. But we will see. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great day. Fantastic day. The weather is partly cloudy, slightly gloomy, but not too bad. Sun's peeking out every now and again. I like the contrast. We need contrast. We really do. I had recently discovered a short-term fix that was helping a lot more. I realized because I didn't have that contrast as much. My body was functioning pretty well, and I wanted to fine-tune this dental device that I had received, and in attempting to do that, they overcorrected, and a lot of it was my own overthinking and fixation and obsession with this problem. Because it's easy to do that when you recognize that all this time, all these issues with your body has been a really fucked up jaw, fucked up bite. And as I breathe in, yeah, right. Point of this video. Right. Deviated septums. If you have one, you got to look into the bite. You got to make sure that your bite caused it, because it'll just come right back, and you'll end up wasting $5,000 and a good amount of time, like I would have. So I'm very grateful. I didn't do that because that would have been a bummer. Anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. I will catch y'all next time. Goodbye.